I would always put up my own money. We could be partners, but you can't sign me, my nigga. Yeah. Come on, I had a problem with my mom and daddy telling me what to do. You think another man finna tell me what to do? I'm telling the engineer, like, when you hear Nah For Real, I'm like, when I say Big Homie, I want Nah For Real, like, I want it to echo. Okay. I'm telling them how I want it.
Right.
Because in my mind, when I'm listening to it, I know as a consumer, it's how I would want to hear it.
Right.
And I got the song that's gonna change my life.
Yeah.
And he said, nigga, you always say that.
Get money.
Welcome back to Live High Podcast. I am your host, Tammy Jones, and today I have with me my big homie Sho. What's going on?
Yeah, big homie. Nah, for real.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
So I always like to start out by asking my guests, who is Big Homie Sho and where are you from?
I'm originally from Louisiana.
Really?
For sure. Yeah, I was born in Ruston, Louisiana. So
okay.
Northeast Louisiana. I lived all over Northeast Louisiana, actually, from Monroe, West Monroe. I went to Grambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where I'm originally from. But I've been out here long enough to have to remind people that I'm from Louisiana, though.
Right.
But yeah, man. You know, I'm just a man dreaming.
Just a man dreaming.
Yeah, just a man dreaming.
So education and stuff down there was for Louisiana. You didn't do none of that here or nothing?
Yeah, no. I was raised in Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Siblings and anything?
I got also, I'm the youngest and I'm the only boy.
Really?
Yep.
All girls. How was that growing up?
Well, you know, it was only two of my sisters that was in the house with me.
Okay.
You know, my other sisters, you know. But I mean, you know, they older than me, so it really wasn't no thing like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, you know, I really didn't talk to them that much.
Wow.
They ain't talk to me. I was on some totally different shit than what they was on.
Younger like that? How?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
My sisters was like, you know, they was girls, you know what I mean? They was like doing their work and shit. I wasn't on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was reading and, you know, doing what they was supposed to be doing. I wasn't on that shit. So
it's going to feel kind of awkward asking you, how did you even get into the rap?
Nah.
How did you even... So when you have sisters like that, so what even made you look into that direction? Was it at a young age?
If you was to meet my sisters, like, we are nothing alike. You know what I mean? Like I said, they were, you know, doing their thing, and I was doing on something totally different.
Really?
But, you know, my homeboys convinced me to do music.
Was it young? Were you young when you?
I was real young.
Really?
Yeah, I was, I don't even know if I was a teenager.
It was before teenage years.
I think so.
Really?
I know we got a song. I was 13 on that song, so it had to be before then that we actually even started trying to, you know.
So it was more than just you by yourself. You had friends and stuff that was trying to get into it with you too, or whatever. Yeah. That's what's up.
One of my partners, he passed on, but yeah.
Wow.
It was two of my homeboys' idea for me to do this.
Okay. So who was some of your influences?
Man.
Going into it. We're gonna jump right into it.
The dope thing about me is that I even the artists that wasn't in my era, I love hip hop so much that I went back and studied. So I'm an artist that went and listened to everything that was before me and then all the way back up to now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
that
makes pretty much anybody that has, I ain't gonna say anybody because I don't know everybody, but you know, like the main names that you could think of in hip hop that people look to that would be on the Mount Rushmores of this, you know, I didn't study them and know I'm familiar with what they done. All the way back to the Rakim, Big Daddy Kane's.
Okay. Yeah, it was back
all the way
there.
back to the Ice-T's, because I wanted to have an understanding of how we got where we are today.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I went back and listened and studied, like, even what they done, because I want to understand what their contribution was and why people love them so much and respect them so much.
So you did you did studying. That's basically what you did, and that's good to do.
Because it's like, okay, let me see, who would be like, let's say like a kid now, looking at how we may feel about Pac, right? If you don't go and study what he done and who he was, you don't understand the love and why people respect him so much. Yeah. So me being like a real hip hop fan, like I wanted to see why people, admired these people so much.
Right.
So I had to go back in order to get that understanding. You got to go back and see.
I never got that from nobody, and it makes a whole lot of sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wanted to know why.
Yeah. So that's what's up. So Louisiana, I know you from there, but you here now in Texas, right? Mm-hmm. So how long you been here in Dallas?
Oh man, shit. Oh my God.
You're not even that old, so I don't know why you saying my old man like that.
I've been here a long time, man. I've been here a long time. But the crazy thing was, before I actually moved here, I was already recording here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had family here. Okay. You know what I mean? So I was already, it's like, how like, what would be the best way to explain it? You know how like you might have kids that might come for the summer or some shit? Mm-hmm. Like I was like one of them kids.
Yeah. I did that too, because, my family is from Shreveport.
Okay.
So we would go down there with my grandfather in the summer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get exactly what you're saying or whatever.
So,
like that.
I mean, that's why I'm so, like, people be like, damn, how you know him? How you know? Like, I've been out here for a long time.
Because a lot of people know you.
Yeah.
So the support down there, and I'm going to just use both of them, support down there and down here. Mm-hmm. From when you first started up until now, mm-hmm. How is that support? Was it did you have the support earlier in the career, or is it more so right now? Did you feel like you had support then?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I think as an artist, I don't never want to get comfortable feeling like I got so much support, because feeling like I got something to prove always keeps me driven. You dig what I'm saying? So once you feel like I got this shit, you really ain't got it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like to feel like, people fuck with me, but I always feel like I got to keep people tuned in.
Right.
But nah, I had to earn it though.
Yeah.
Because when I did first start rapping, my homeboys was way better than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the worst one. I was horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Why you say that?
I was horrible, but I wasn't dope as them. I wasn't nowhere near dope as them. And I'm okay with that.
I need to hear somebody back then versus now.
I wasn't nowhere near dope as them. But, through, just keep on working, man. Yeah. I always believe they actually helped me believe that I was doper than I thought I was at the time. Right. Sometimes, they always like, you got the voice for it. You know what I mean? So they kind of motivated me, and I just kept working at it.
Yeah.
Like being an athlete, you just keep working at it. Sooner or later, it's going to start falling for you. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to get faster, you're going to get stronger. And that's kind of what happened with me. I just kept working at it till I got noticeably way better than most people.
Right.
And that was just it.
Okay. I'm going to take you back because you said something about athlete. In school, did you play any of that? Was you in football?
I did, but I wouldn't.
It wasn't you. You felt that.
I knew I would. I see, I'm a realist, and sometimes too real. Like, I could play, because I come from the era of, I'm an outside kid. Okay. Like a neighborhood kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to my neighborhood, like, I don't see no kids. They playing video games online against each other. You ain't got to be over nobody's house no more.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up when you seen a yard full of bikes, everybody was over there playing the game, playing basketball.
That was a good day.
When I woke up, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, take your ass outside. You know what I'm saying? And you had to pretty much be outside all day.
Yeah.
So, we played sports, we played basketball, we played football, all day. Mm-hmm. But, I knew I wasn't good enough to go to no fucking league or no shit like that.
So you had to reroute yourself.
Yeah, I never was like, I'm finna put my all into this. I knew I wasn't good enough for me to get no money out of shit. And I was always on some money shit. So I can't see myself putting a whole bunch of time in something that I ain't finna get no money out of. Right. So while they was at practice, I was over their girlfriend house. You know, I'm practicing some other shit.
That's why you kept saying I was different.
I was different, yeah, for real.
It's about this industry and the music industry. Is it anything that bothers you or could be like better in this music industry? And that could have something to do with, you know, like the artist and just how you record or just any little thing. What bothers you the most in the industry, if anything? Something you could change or anything.
Well, it's two things. Like one thing that they changed on the game is it made it better, but it also made it a little bit more difficult because I came through in the CD era.
Okay.
So at that time, you could, if you was hot and you was dope and you had product, the minute that you spend your money, you can start getting your money back right then.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that got rich and made a lot of money just off of that alone. Yeah. And they don't have plaques or whatever, but they was able to sell 100,000, 200,000 units, you know what I'm saying? And for a long period of time and get ahead and then take that money and start other businesses. So I kind of hate the way they kind of marginalize the profit on music.
Yeah.
As far as like, I know my shit worth way more than half a penny.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just because somebody listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like that. And I just wish it was a little bit more camaraderie in this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to other people's music. I shout other people out. I post other people. Like, me supporting you don't stop people from supporting me. It's That's like, right. If you got a dope song and I got a dope song, they not gonna not listen to your record just because they like my song too.
Right.
That's like a lot of people feel like fuck that. Like, I don't want to shine no light on them because it's taken away from you, but it really don't. Like, if somebody like you, if somebody like your music or you as a person, it's just like if me and you got a mutual friend. Just because he my friend too don't mean he ain't got to be your friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't really like that shit.
That's grown up stuff.
I'm grown, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't say I was little homie.
Yeah, that's what.
Nah.
So do you think social media kind of contribute to like what you got going on right now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now see, that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
Because you're able to promote it farther and faster.
Okay.
You know, so I get the benefit of how it is right now. That's why the way I market and promote is I kind of cross promote. Like, I do both. Like, I still do it the old way.
Okay.
With the new way. So like, versus just sending somebody a flyer or just emailing somebody a song, I'm still actually going state to state.
Right.
Bringing them the song and introducing myself and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just building a relationship versus just emailing and, you know what I'm saying?
So you just you're out there being more active.
Yeah, in what you're doing. I'm personable.
Because you know that helps a lot because just say women, they you there in person with them versus you just sending stuff or whatever the case may be. So that helps a lot. You know, just being up there hands on with them and stuff like that. They make them feel special.
The network.
Yeah, the network.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got a relationship with somebody and we got a real relationship, they probably gonna move for me faster than they would for somebody who they don't.
Right.
Right. So if I got a choice to choose between two records, I'm probably gonna choose the person who I got the relationship with.
Right.
And that's the part that they don't really, a lot of people don't really understand. Like, the relationship is important because they got a choice of who they gonna fuck with.
Right.
That go from radio personnel, they go from podcasters, they go from club DJs. They got a laptop full of choices. So what's gonna make them choose to play your shit? What's gonna make them choose to interview you? I mean, if you hot, that's cool, but I mean, hot is a window.
Right.
And then you gotta wait till you get some more material to get you hot again. So what's gonna keep you relevant? You still dependent on these people.
Yeah.
And if I gotta choose, 9 times out of 10, in my mind, I'm going to keep the person relevant that I got a relationship with.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that make a whole lot of sense. So who are some of the artists you don't work with already?
As far as feature wise?
Yeah. A lot. Really?
So
is anybody that you working with or anything like that? So you just out here being Big Homie. You just doing your own shit. Basically, what you're saying.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I mean, I've done records with my inner circle of people,
right?
But like, if you looking for like a name, nah. And I mean, that's for various reasons though. Like, and this ain't the arrogance in me. It's just like I just never really believed in paying somebody to do something that I can do better than them.
Right. That's real.
Yeah.
That's
like,
crazy.
Give you $5,000 for a verse, nigga. I can just go write another verse.
So
my shit probably gonna be doper than yours anyway. And then I take that $5,000 and then market myself so people hear me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know people do that, like just run around and get a whole lot of features, and that is another way that you can get people to listen to your music. But I mean, I'm gonna be disappointed you gonna write a verse and I'm be like, that shit is aight like a motherfucker. And I just gave you my money. Like, I could have just wrote another dope verse, took the money, you know what I'm saying, paid for marketing, and now more people done heard 2 dope verses other than 1 dope verse.
That's right.
Aight, bro.
Yeah.
Like, fuck all that. Yeah, these niggas ain't really dope for real.
How would you describe your style of music?
Oh man,
because I mostly just hear like I just look at your music. It seems like it's all clean to me. Like all your music, the songs that I have heard. So you have styles that's more gangster versus more clean or whatever the case may be. So what is your most style? What you put out there? Can kids listen to it?
Yeah,
or
I mean, my style is more so like, I mean, I think that's kind of what make me stand out a lot, because when you listen to my music, I don't sound like a Louisiana artist.
No.
But when you listen to my music, I don't sound like a Dallas artist either. So it's sort of like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it just sounds totally different.
Yeah.
But it's just the reality of somebody who done seen a lot, been through a lot, lived through it, and now is reflecting on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now that I'm older, I can see that, yeah, that was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I kind of put my experiences in the music, but I'm speaking on it from, past tense.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm not one-dimensional either, though. Like, I hear a lot of people do songs, but they don't have no diversity in the music. Like, it's cool to have something popping for the club, but have something popping for the women.
Yeah.
Have some, you know what I'm saying, popping for people who like to listen to lyrics. Have some popping for people that is, that like the trap shit.
Right.
Like, I like to just have a real pot of just anything. That way, because it's gonna be some situations where, let's say, like, I got Not For Real, but let's say I get booked to go on I don't know, Tom Joyner cruise or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, shit, I got Fumble, I got Whatever You Want, I got records that more cater to grown and sexy. See, but if you ain't got no music like that, you just miss that bag.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
So I try to keep some diversity in my shit. That way, I don't never miss no money.
Well, we ain't missing all that money.
We can't afford to miss no money. You know what I'm saying?
So when you record and show, like, so I have people saying that they go in the studio and record when they stressed and they do. So when you record, what is your main thought when you're in there recording? Is it, hey, I'm trying to get to success, or do you go in and sometimes record just for meditation purposes, or when do you like to record?
Whenever somebody want to hit the button. I ain't got to be in no mood or no shit like that.
So you just gonna go in there and do it?
I just go do it. This shit like being an athlete for real. Like, I get paid to perform.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on in my personal life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get paid to perform.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to block all that shit out and do your job. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time to record, like, if somebody gonna pay me for a feature, they don't give a fuck what I got going on in my personal life.
Right.
Nigga, I gave you the money.
Yeah.
I need you to say, put that to the side and take care of the business.
Right.
And then, after you take care of your business, you go back to your personal. And that's how I look at it. Like, I don't really let what's going on with me personally dictate when I need to record, or I'm stressed and I need to vent. Like,
yeah,
I just do my shit.
Yeah.
When I'm ready, when I go to the studio, I'm prepared. I know I ain't reading it out the phone. I done memorized it. I done rehearsed it so many times. I know where I want my ad libs. I know where I want my backups. Like, I know everything.
Yeah.
So I record music really fast because when I get there, I know exactly how I want the song to sound.
Okay.
I'm telling the engineer, like, when you hear Nah For Real, I'm like, when I say Big Homie, I want Nah For Real, like, I want it to echo. Like, I'm telling them how I want it.
Right.
Because in my mind, when I'm listening to it, I know as a consumer, this how I would want to hear it.
Right.
And that's how I record.
Yeah.
Like, if you go in, I mean, I do it for me, but at the same time, I keep myself in the mindset of the person that I'm trying to sell it to. Because if you think you the shit and you just making music for how you feel, I mean, everybody might not feel like you feel.
Right.
How many people you done interviewed that thought they shit was hot and the streets don't really feel like that? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, it's all right.
Yeah.
So I always try to keep my mindset in, you know, a consumer's mind when I make my music.
Right. So so from just listening to you talk, you independent, right?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, for now.
Price going up though, for sure. That's a fact though. Nah, for real.
So your most popping song, is it this one right here that's out right now?
For real.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
It's only been out 4 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. I hear everybody reposting. Remember I told you I was driving and it came on and my grandbaby was like, Nana, that's that song. Because she seen your thing on there. She talking about, and I said, he coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
She wanted to be right up here too.
I knew it. I knew it when I recorded it, you know. I knew what it was.
You did?
I knew what it was when I recorded it. My partner tell you, I got the song that's going to change my life.
Yeah. And
he said, nigga, you always say that. But in my defense, he like, but you do be making some dope ass records. So he like, if you got a record that's gonna top this record, I want to hear it. I like, come to the studio.
Yeah.
And he was sitting in there. He said the whole time, he said, nigga, when you was in the booth recording that shit, I was like, damn, this nigga really did, like, for real.
Where did it come from? Because I'm like, I was just sitting up there thinking one day when I was driving, I say, how did he even think of that? Like,
man, really, the truth is, okay, so like I made Fumble, and then I made Whatever You Want, then I did the Famous Animal shit, and I was going on Real Life Street Stars, and when I heard the beat, it just made me say Nah For Real, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this motherfucker jamming, and I was thinking like, damn, that's something that everybody say.
Yeah.
I was like, and I ain't never heard a song nobody said, and then I was like, excuse me. Moneybagg Yo always is notorious for using the slang as the music.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm finna do a Moneybagg Yo and use this. And
it worked.
It just worked, yeah. I knew though, when I wrote it, I like, yeah, it's gonna be something different.
So if you wasn't rapping, like, if you could do anything else, I know that sound crazy because I know what you say your success is, like right here, right now. What would you think you would be doing at this moment if it wasn't rapping?
Nah, hold on now. I'm a businessman.
So I'm busy.
Yeah. Nah. Rap or no rap. Like I've been telling people, like, that's the beauty of, you know, me. Like, I don't need rap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been like this.
Okay.
You look at my pictures from high school, I've been a fly, shining type nigga. You know what I'm saying? So rap or no rap, I'm still gonna be what you see. So, you know, it ain't necessarily music, but I'm a businessman. Like I got in this to be not a rapper. I got in this to be a mogul.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to own some shit. Like I own a percentage of, well, I ain't gonna say. Me and my partner own Show Dog Entertainment together. Okay. I'm not a rapper. Like, I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way it can't work no other way for me.
Right.
Like, I'm a grown ass man. Like, can't no nigga, you know, can't no man sign me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like a company could with a bag, but like another man can't sign me.
That's deep.
Like, I don't need no stepdaddy. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, I mean, that concept never worked for me. I've never been signed. Never. I never would do it. I would always put up my own money. We could
Right.
be partners, but you can't sign me, my nigga.
Yeah.
Come on. I had a problem with my mom and daddy telling me what to do. You think another man finna tell me what to do? I couldn't wait till I turned 17, so I get the fuck on.
Not 17.
17, I'm out. I graduated, I was 17. I'm out. Fuck this shit. I done had enough of this shit. I'm out. I ain't lived with my parents since I was 17.
God dang.
Yeah, fuck that. So, ain't no way I could get grown and then let another motherfucker tell me.
Because it's like
what
the
to do.
same thing, right?
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same
I
damn
work
thing.
for myself because I can't stand a motherfucker tell me what to do.
Right. That's
Like, nah.
crazy.
What you mean I can't take off to be with my family? Fuck you mean? That don't make
Yeah.
sense to me.
That don't.
Yeah, so I'm cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, couldn't nobody sign me, but we could do business for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a label, major label, we can do business together. yeah. Yeah, it's still gonna be Show Dog Entertainment / whatever the fuck though.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Do you think rapping has a impact on the society right now?
Hell yeah, man. I hate that it's got the impact that it do in a negative way though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, artists gotta step up and say certain things to get the kids to understand. You know what I mean? Like, listen, like, okay, this may be what I done, but this don't mean this what you got to do.
Right.
Or this may be what I done, but I'm rich now. I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the lucky ones that, made it out without a bruise, or maybe I did have some bumps and bruises, but I was able to get past that, but you may not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You may not be as lucky. Don't run around this motherfucker trying to be, a rapper, trying to hustle, thinking that this is what you need to do to solidify yourself as a rapper, and then your rap don't blow. Now you just fucked your whole life
Right.
up.
Right.
So somebody got to step up and say that. That's why I say I ain't got no problem saying, hey, man, I'm speaking in past tense form with my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't on shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not, like I say, I'm a Delaware square, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Police pull me over, I don't get nervous on nothing other than the fact that I'm black. All the other shit I ain't worried about. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but
So that's something like him giving advice to the youth, what he just said. So I ain't got to ask that question because I always ask my guests, like, what advice can you give to the youth? They out here struggling. Some of them struggling.
Don't let people scare you into being something that you don't want to be. Don't let trying to fit in, have you indicted.
That's where it's going.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let somebody telling you that if you don't go to college, you ain't gonna be shit. Like, don't let nobody, you know what I'm saying, scare you into being something you don't want to be.
Right.
Like, that would be the best advice I give to anybody. That ain't for a kid.
Right.
You know, if you know in your heart you don't want to be married, don't let society make you feel like you need to be married. Like, if that ain't what you want, like, I just don't believe in just doing what other people think is cool just to fit in with what society or what people think the standards are.
Right.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you be different and you break the mold, you know what I'm saying, they gonna look at you like you the shit for being different. Everybody that done came out there that done something different or spoke up to be different, the world look at them like they the shit just because they dared to be different.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't believe in trying to fit in.
I want you to look right in that camera and tell my listeners how they can find you on social media.
Guys Give Show. GODSGIFTSHO. All platforms.
Our platforms.
Nah, for real. Big homie. That's
I
it.
love that.
You done with me? Just like that?
No, because we do 30 minutes. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So
How long
we
we
at that
been on?
mark, right? Yeah, we at 30.
In 30 minutes?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I really want to thank you because I
Nah.
know we shut it down last week because I had my own stuff going on. But I really appreciate you for coming on with me.
Listen.
And I know you fist to blow up. I already see the blow up. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me go and get him on here and talk to him
Ain't
before he
nothing
won't
gonna
think
change.
it's because, you know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
nothing gonna change. Nah, I mean, that's business though. I
Right.
mean, the bigger you get, people gonna want to talk to you because of that. And you appreciate the people that wanted to talk to you before that.
Right.
Because they gotta be able to see the vision before it happens. Like, some people gotta be able to see the vision before it happens. But then, you don't shun the people that do want to talk to you because you are who you are, because that's what you work for too.
That's right.
So both are just as important.
And let me tell you, it's a funny story, y'all. I'm serious. I got people in Houston, right? So I had this girl call me from Houston, and she go, "Have you heard of Sho, Big Homie Sho?" And I was like, she had the name mixed up. So I'm like, I'm not sure, but I had to go back in my Instagram like 2 days later and look. So she sent me the first person that she was talking about, and it was you. But I was already, you know what I'm saying, looking at your social media and stuff because I could hear hearing that song. And she was like, "I know somebody down here that know him that could contact him." And it was crazy because we end up contacting each other.
And I'm so real that I ended up contacting you.
Yeah, and it was crazy because they just was like, everybody in Houston, like, you don't know him, he from Dallas. So I'm like, I think y'all got the name mixed up.
Because like, I'm like that though. You know, when I see what somebody doing and it look dope, I want to be a part of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when your show turned into the Breakfast Club, we can come back and laugh about how it started. No different than, you know, with me. Like, I want to have, like I said, I want to have the relationships with people because that's what's going to last. Yeah. As we both grow, we going to kick back and laugh.
That's right.
We're going to drink good and eat good and talk about the old time. Yeah.
Well, much success to you.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming on. And thank you to my listeners for joining in, and we out.
Nah, for real.
Yep. I keep hearing that in my sleep.
Nah, for real. For real. Nah, for real. I'm getting money.